So, sorry, I was socializing. I love these people. I forgot. Oh, excuse me. All right, it's time to discuss the week's hottest topics with our latest edition of Hot Talk. Joining me today, actress, comedian, our old Judy. Her name is Allie Wentworth. Also, from Judge Alex, which will be airing again in the fall. Say hello to Judge Alex Ferrer. And the host of CNN Tonight, give it up for bad boy Don Lemon.
Love you, Wendy.
All right, let's start. All right, over the last few months, Donald Trump has been feuding with everyone, from Ted Cruz. Has he feuded with your husband?
Oh, every day.
Okay, George Stephanopoulos, Megyn Kelly, Jeb Bush, and now he's feuding with the Pope. Yeah. Like, who fights the Pope? So yesterday, during a visit to Mexico, the Pope was talking about Donald Trump's immigration plan and said that Donald Trump is not a Christian. So Donald fired back at the Pope. And this, they're saying, a lot of people, could be the final nail in the coffin for Donald Trump. But I am not sure. Don?
As someone who has interviewed Donald Trump 6 times, I say, well, Donald Trump, congratulations, now you're president. And let me tell you why.
What?
Yes, because conservatives are already mad at the Pope. They say he's too liberal. They say he's too political. This only puts Donald Trump in the spotlight again, and the people who like him, it galvanizes them. They already believe what Donald Trump says. They don't believe what the Pope is saying.
If that's true, then I'm already horribly depressed. But I was out last night with some friends. Yes, I have friends. And we were talking about Donald Trump, and I said, I don't know what could hurt him. I mean, unless Jesus Christ himself. Yeah. And by the way, next day the Pope comes out and says he's not Christian. I hope it does affect him.
He's working his way up the ladder, but he will get there eventually.
Yeah.
I will tell you that, in my opinion, I agree with Don. I don't think he could confess to the kidnapping the Lindbergh baby, and his ratings would only go up. Yeah. There's nothing that will knock him down. Think of the things he's done. I mean, he got in that feud with Kelly, Megyn Kelly.
Right.
He's used
John
McCain. He's used all those names about Ted Cruz. He took, this is priceless, he took JebBush.com and bought it.
Yes.
And now if you type in JebBush.com, it takes you to Donald Trump's webpage. Now,
I mean, that's smart.
Yeah. Let me just say,
smart.
I don't care if you like him. I don't care if you like him or you don't like him. That is brilliantly funny.
And the other candidates are saying, I wish this was me that the Pope was criticizing. I'm telling you, conservatives, you guys forget the Pope just came here and got so much criticism from conservatives because they said he was too political, he should not be weighing in on immigration. The people who support Donald Trump already believe...
part of pop culture now.
Yes,
so he stepped into a nasty mosh pit.
Let me just say one more thing. Going back to JebBush.com, I thought that was so funny that today I bought donlemon.net. And if you go to donlemon.net, it will take you to alexferrer.com.
Judge Alex, because I yesterday Googled Nasty Boys, and the two of you came up. So I bought that website.
We make a little extra money on the site.
So here's the thing. Donald Trump had the nerve to say about the Pope, you would want me as president if ISIS attacked the Vatican. Okay, but the Pope clapped back. He said, a person who thinks only about building walls wherever they may be and not building bridges is not Christian.
I think the Pope was being interviewed, and he said that, and then Donald Trump responded in that statement saying, you know, he's saying that ISIS, that's ISIS's ultimate trophy. No, it looks like a brace, right? Here you go.
You look tight, man.
How's that? Is that better?
Oh my God.
That's ISIS' ultimate trophy is to attack the Vatican, and that's what the Pope said.
Now,
How's
don't
that? Is
mess
that
up your
better,
microphone, though. Okay.
Is that better?
It's
Now it looks like a
good.
bib.
Well...
It's very 007.
Let's move along. Okay, so Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner spent Valentine's Day together with their children. They've got 3 children. They're 10 years old, and I think the youngest is 3, and the middle one is 8. They were all in Montana. Now, you know, they've been going through this tumultuous divorce. He lives in the smaller house where the mansion is on the property. Some people say that co-parenting like this is confusing the children. What do you say?
Well, as a child of multiple divorces, that wasn't supposed to be funny. My parents divorced when I was 1. They each remarried 1,000,000 times. I would say that I think it's, yes, damaged. I think that it's worse as a child to have parents that hate each other and say bad things about each other.
Yeah.
But I do think it's confusing. I mean, I know Gwyneth Paltrow did the consciously uncoupling, and people are kind of taking that and saying, oh, that seems to be working. But I do think that then you have children saying, well, you guys get along so well. We've been skiing and eating cheese fondue.
And then all of a
Why
sudden,
don't you just be married?
No, and then all of a sudden, mom shows up with a new boyfriend.
Well, that's when it changes.
And Alex?
No, I think, look, honestly, having seen this, why do you say it like that?
Well,
it's not my.
I'm
I
sorry.
haven't gone through this.
No, because you're a judge.
No,
so
I know.
you're at the judging show.
As a judge, I saw so many parents whose kids would have been better off raised by wolves than by either of the parents. Honestly, and if it wouldn't drive your executive producer crazy because I'd ruin the framing, I'd stand up and give Bennifer a standing ovation because I think it's great for the kids to see their parents can get along, their parents love each other, even if they're not in love with each other, and they love the children.
Okay.
Because honestly, the ones that I would see in family court, who'd rip each other to pieces, I would look at them and say, okay, so now, 2 years from now, when you've gone through every penny you have and you have nothing left and you've spewed out all the venom you have in you, you're going to sit back and watch your children have the same relationships with their boyfriend and girlfriend that they saw mommy having with daddy and vice versa.
I will everything that he said, and I think they're doing the right thing. I think it's not confusing, and I think if you take these marriage vows, in the marriage vows it should be you're going to raise your kids as well. I think they're a good example to their children.
I disagree with all 3 of you. I feel like, yes, damn it, yes.
Yes. Damn it.
I feel like parents getting along is one thing. You be cordial to each other and loving, but you don't have sleepovers, you don't go on vacations, you're blocking the blessing for your new life with your new partner, and you're confusing the kids. That's it. Nope, done.
But they're doing the vacations now. That doesn't mean forever.
Well, when one of them has a relationship, it's all going to be muddied up again.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with
Wait
you.
till they have a relationship then.
You made me bite my lip.
It's
Ow.
both of their kids.
Ow. Okay. In New York, the New York Times recently did an expose on a charter school in Brooklyn revealing the harsh treatment of one of the young students, first grade, by the way, by the teacher. We've got the video of the first grade teacher's classroom. It was taken by one of those, people trying to be a teacher, and then they come in the room. What do you call them?
Teacher's assistant.
Assistant
Yes,
teacher.
exactly. But she had her phone out, honey, and she was filming everything. Take a look.
Count it again, making sure you're counting correctly. Go to the calm down chair and sit. There's nothing that infuriates me more than when you don't do what's on your paper. Somebody come up and show me how she should have counted to get her answer. Do not go back to your seat and show me one thing and then don't do it here. You're confusing everybody. Very upset and very disappointed.
First of all, somebody's always rolling tape on our lives. Second of all, the teacher was suspended for a week and a half, and now she's back in the classroom. I've got an opinion, but I want to hear from everyone else. Allie?
Bye. You're fired. Bye. Not only are you fired, I'm taking that child out of that school. I felt physically sick watching that, having 2 daughters. I thought, self-esteem is everything. Kids are better at something. I was good at painting, but, I just think that is abusive. I think it doesn't help them in terms of who they become and who they think they are, and I'm very against it.
Don? Now you have no
you guys
children.
are going to be mad at me. I don't have any children, but I do have to say, before you think about that, I would give the teacher a standing ovation. I would say, thank you, teacher. And here's why. Here is why. In 2015, 35% of New York children tested proficient in math. 93% of Success Academy in that school tested proficient in math. 30% of New York City school tested proficient in reading.
Don,
68% of Success Academy tested proficient in reading. And guess why? Because they have that kind of strategy.
Okay.
This woman is wrong in that moment. I'm not applauding. Let me finish. I'm not applauding her actions in that moment, but she is a teacher, and she should be applauded for helping kids. Every teacher has a bad day, and you don't yell at your kids when they do something wrong.
I'm their
I want
mother.
to put my kid
Yes,
in that school,
exactly right.
and I want her to be the teacher.
Okay, let me just say this, Alex, and then but this school, by the way, is a charter school, which means that the parents know what they're signing up for, and this school
And they applaud this
practices
teacher.
hard discipline on all the grades.
Right.
So the parents know this. Alex,
Well, what I would say is this.
you're a father.
Yes, yes. And if my child was in that school, I would remove her immediately. That's just not. Here's the thing. Yes, you can have a school that will get you outstanding grades from your children if they whip them with a belt in class, but that doesn't mean it's the right way to raise them. These are 6-year-old kids. You're trying to raise children, not serial killers. So I wouldn't.
The parents, and I applaud the teachers in that school for
here's
standing
what-
up,
here's
and the
what the teacher
parents stand
says.
up, stood up for that
by the way,
woman,
it's
too.
the whole school. It wasn't this teacher.
Yeah.
The article talked about how the fact that's the sentiment of the
school is
school.
very,
All teachers
regimented.
behave like that.
Yeah.
So the teacher says, I'm deeply committed to the children and the families of our school, and I'm sorry for my lapse in emotional control 15 months ago. As I tell my scholars to do, I will learn from my mistakes and be a better teacher for it. I just feel like, you know what? In 6th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, maybe kids could take that kind of discipline.
Can't at
In
first
1st grade, 2nd grade, like too young.
My feeling is
I
that
went to Catholic
teacher.
school. I took that kind of discipline. We all did when
Well,
we
you
were in
look at
school.
you now.
And look at
You're a
I'm
mess.
fine. Okay,
You came
I'm a
here in a
mess.
straitjacket.
No more wire hangers.
Thank you, everybody,
No
for being
more.
here. All my panelists, for more information on them, go to wendyshow.com.